James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
So ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Welcome to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis coming back at you with a basketball live stream with yet another video. Make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure those notifications are turned on. Make sure you're sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. It is New York Knicks versus Los Angeles Lakers here on Lewis Basketball Live. Your boy Lewis is back. Both teams with the exact same record at 38-30 on the season as we head to the home stretch. Both teams playing in their 69th game of the season. Right now, I am looking right now at the Heat and Celtics stream. No Jaylen Brown for the rest of this year. And looks like Miami is about to win this game right now. They're up by the score of 123-115 against the Boston Celtics. But before we get started, make sure to hit the like, make sure to hit the subscribe, make sure to share this video as you guys come in. Salute to everybody in the chat. You guys already know I'm going to do this game. Quick update, LeBron James is not playing tonight, so just giving you guys a heads up. I put that in the community post. He is not playing tonight, so there is going to be no LeBron James after many speculation that he was supposed to play, but he is not playing. He is going to return against the Houston Rockets tomorrow because the Lakers are in a back-to-back. All right, so let's get some out-of-town scores out of the way before we get started. So Denver beats Charlotte 117-112. Minnesota defeats Detroit by the score of, let me go back real quick. So right now we have 41.7 seconds remaining. Minnesota beats Detroit 119-100. LA just beat, the Clippers beat the Raptors by the score of 115-96 after losing to the Raptors earlier this season. Okay, now if I could just click here and then let me go back. This would be nice. So we got OKC going up against Sacramento, our game in just a few moments. We got Golden State against Phoenix. They're supposed to be going on the way in a bit. Milwaukee's up 11 against Orlando at the half, 59-48. Dallas losing to Memphis by 18, under 6 remaining in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn on their way to beating Chicago. They're up 11 with just under, reaching 3 minutes remaining in that game. Indiana and Philly in a tight game in the fourth quarter, 3:49 remaining in that fourth quarter. And then obviously Miami is going to beat Boston with 15 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter by the score of 126-118. But salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Brandon. Salute to Josh. Salute to G Money. Salute to Tara Matthews. All right, man. Salute to everybody. I apologize for me looking a little bit dark, but that has a lot to do with my camera. That's the reason why I look as dark as I look. Ryan says, did you hear that he held info about, well, actually, that was actually reported from Chris Haynes. He was trying to tell him to be quiet. I pretty much saw the episode on TV. So yeah, the information is being with, like I said, look, at first I was looking at it like maybe. It's like the more that I hear about this injury, the more I have a hard time believing him more so now. He makes it that much difficult. That's the problem. See, why does it say that the Lakers expect LeBron back in the lineup against the New York Knicks? They said they expect it, but now he's not playing tonight. And shout out to Josh for mentioning the update, because according to the people on the 4-letter network, they were saying that he was making hard cuts and he felt as good as he had in a long time since he suffered the ankle injury. So who's to believe? I don't know. Salute to Tara Matthews. Long time no see. Hope everything is good with you, Tara. Good seeing you here again. Again, guys, like the video. Make sure to share this stream. This is a bigger game for the Knicks than it is for the Lakers, to be really honest with you. The Lakers' biggest thing is health. The Knicks need it more so for confidence. So that's why this is important. So we should be getting ready for the opening tip pretty soon. I want to see if I can. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change. Wait, can I click scores? Let me see if I can do that. All right, let me just go scores. No, they're showing No, they're showing schedule. That's not what I want. I guess you could click games, and then it'll probably show me here. Okay, this looks more legit. This looks better. So you just go to games. That's the beautiful and sexy and talented Stephanie Reddy. So we're going to go to the game charts. Okay, we could take a look at the season averages per game by both teams. Lakers average 109, the Knicks 107. Knicks slightly a better rebounding team. The Lakers are a little bit of a better passing team with the assists. Both teams average about the same amount of steals and blocks. The Knicks actually take better care of the basketball. They're averaging just slightly over 12 turnovers per game, while the Lakers are at about 15. The Knicks, the reason that their field goal percentage is almost at 46% is because they've actually shot the three ball better in the second half of the season. They were not that good of a three-point shooting team in the first half, but as a team, they shoot about 46%. The Lakers are at 47. Three-point shooting, the Lakers are middle of the actually in their 21st, I think, in three-point shooting. The Knicks are actually one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league at 39% on average, and their free throw shooting, the Knicks are at about 78% with that, which actually puts them in the top 10 in free throw shooting. The Lakers, they're middle of the pack in free throw shooting. They're at 74. Second chance points, both teams are about even. The Lakers are a better fast break team. They added 13-8. And then points in the paint, the Lakers are slightly better than the Knicks by 5 when it comes to scoring points in the paint. So it's an interesting matchup, but we got to see. Andre Drummond, to me, is going to have to come off the bench because he pretty much prevents AD from doing what he has to do. All right, coming up next, Knicks versus Lakers. Let's get it. Let's get it right now on the Lewis Sports Network. I may have to change. I might have to go to the Yahoo scoreboard. It's not that I don't like this, but I feel like the Yahoo scoreboard is probably going to be better. All right, so we're at a game break. Look at that. He opted for one more day of rest, so you couldn't deal with the defense of the Knicks. I'll tell you. He looked good, but it's like he's going to do it against the Rockets. For some reason, I like the Yahoo scoreboard better for some reason, so I would rather just do it this way. Yeah, see? It just looks good like this. Okay, Lakers should be the favorites to win this game. Why is this? Can I get rid of this? I'm trying to get rid of this Yahoo Sports thing that's kind of like in the way. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. Took my mom out to dinner. for Mother's Day. That's what I did. Hope everybody else had a great Mother's Day. Let's see if we got rid of it. Nope. That should get rid of it. Okay. I want to close the window, but I can't close it. Why won't it show? Man, this is ridiculous. Let me see if I click on a scoreboard or something that will get rid of the... Oh, thank you. That helped. Now let's go to the Knicks and the Lakers. Please, can this honestly click off? Let's close this ad. Yes. There we are. Just what I wanted, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Shout out to Weiss in the building. Appreciate you. I reloaded the page and it's all good. So there it is. I'm so happy I'm able to get rid of that ad because that ad was getting really annoying. So they're just talking to Bam Adebayo because the Miami Heat were just able to win their game against the Boston Celtics. Again, no Jaylen Brown for the rest of this year. I don't have Boston going pretty far. Jason Tatum has to do a lot of carrying. For one, they don't really have any depth. They lack an inside presence. And Kemba Walker is not reliable. He's really not reliable. He was supposed to. See, this is why dudes really can't get on Kyrie as much anymore because Kemba Walker's been a disappointment. He was a disappointment during the bubble, and he's been a disappointment this season. No consistency. Like I said, this is a big game for the Knicks. Shout out to Steven Salinas. We got a Lakers fan here. Of course, shout out to Steven, man. He's been on my baseball stream. So, like I said, shout out to Steven. Best of luck to you. So we're getting ready, getting set. Knicks and Lakers coming up right here on TNT. Yes, I did have to mention that three-letter word if you are watching the game. If you need to watch the game, this is play-by-play commentary only. So I'm just putting the score just in case. Tara says, getting LeBron on the Lakers was a huge test for me as a Lakers fan because I really dislike LeBron, always have and always will. So having him sign with the Lakers was tough. Ryan says, are the Sixers for real this season? We will have to see in the playoffs. Yep. That's what it's going to come down to. It's the playoffs. Steven says, I want to see Randall and AD have a duel today. Hopefully we get one. Hopefully we get a battle between him and AD. That'd be great. Brandon says, I like how the Knicks are doing things. They're gritty, hard-nosed, and they're not scared of nobody. Again, I just love the fact that the Knicks compete. They don't make any excuses. They just go out and they just play hard. That's it. We got some of these guys. The problem with today's league, it's very star-driven. We don't really see teams like this that just go out and compete. Shout out to Yosis in the building. Appreciate you. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to share this video. Again, I apologize for the way I look. It's due to the camera. Sometimes the camera looks really good when it's working, and then other times it just really struggles. But it really shouldn't be that bad, just as long as you can see me well enough and you can also hear the sound of my voice on this microphone. We should be all good. All right, welcome to Staples Center. Hope you guys like the look. We got the Knicks and the Lakers, both teams with the exact same record. If you would have told me that the Knicks and the Lakers would have the same exact record at this point of the season, I would have said you were crazy. But you're not crazy. You proved me wrong. You were right. So it just lets you know right there. And Yosis, Laker fan, here we go, man. Julius Randle, Knicks in fourth at half game up on Atlanta for that fourth spot. Actually, they're in a tie with Miami, so a loss here could put the Knicks at fifth and possibly even sixth because the Heat are also a half game behind for that fourth spot. The Lakers look like they're going to possibly play Golden State in the play-in. They're a game and a half behind Portland for the sixth spot. I'm going to say this again. Who do you go for the NBA's Lakers or the Knicks? I'm going for the Knicks. Derrick Rose was a huge help for New York, and Randall having a breakout season. Absolutely. Derrick Rose has been huge for us. He's been very huge. The plan was a really stupid idea, but we know who it benefited. They're trying to stop the tanking. I really think that also, I feel like organizations need to be held accountable, the ones working in the front office. If you're planning to tank, you should only be given 2 years. And if you don't see improvement in 2 years with your franchise, you need to sell the team. That's a rule that I would implement in the NBA. None of this tanking stuff, because people are paying money just so you can lose intentionally because you're trying to get a high draft pick, and that's not even a guarantee because it's a lottery pick. A lot of times you already know really who the league wants to help. All right, guys, we're getting set for the opening tip. There is Andre Drummond. There is Julius Randle. No, Nerlens Noel. And the Knicks have got the opening tip. And we are underway, folks. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here is R.J. Barrett. Gives the ball over to Randle, right back to R.J. Barrett. We got Barrett, Alfred Payton, Reggie Bullock, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel. As R.J. Barrett takes it all the way to the paint. Tough shot, but he can't hit. Rebounds to Drummond. Off to the Caruso. Gives it to A.D., a.k.a. me. Gives it over. Who just shot that three-pointer? Looks like that was Horton Tucker. No, Caldwell Pope. KCP shot it. He misses. Offensive rebound is over to Caruso. They give it over to Wesley Matthews. Starts a hesitation dribble on the baseline. Goes into the post. Tries to dump it into Drummond, but he loses the ball. Like the penguin that he is, says Skip Bayless. Anyway, turnover for the Lakers. First one of the game. Like I told you guys before, the Knicks are one of the best in the NBA at not committing a lot of turnovers. They only average 12 per game. Here's Randle over to Barrett. They give it to Nerlens on the wing. Reggie Bullock comes off the curl, gives it to Randle, shoots it over AD for 3, but it bounces off. Second miss for the Knicks. Rebound Caruso, tries to lob it to Anthony Davis, is able to catch it, has to regather, gets into the post, takes a turnaround jump shot, and airballs it. And RJ snatches it away from Drummond. Here come the Knicks. RJ Barrett with the ball. Gives it over to Randle. Randle with the hesitation, crosses over. They give it to Barrett. Shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Rebounds over to Drummond. So we got a lot of quick shooting, not really a lot of plays being set so far. All right, KCP gets it. Back to Drummond. Drummond rolls to the rim, but he can't hit off the layup. And the rebound is off to Alfred Payton. Payton starts to dribble. Gives the ball to Barrett. Over to Julius Randle. Once again, AD starting to guard Randle. Look for that matchup all night. Nerlens sets a bump screen. Randle gets a switch. He's got Drummond. Takes the jump shot. Swish! Knocks it down. Knicks with the first points on the board. They lead 2-0. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share on the social media platforms. Here's AD, gives it over to Wesley Matthews, and then they give it over back to Anthony Davis right there on the right block. Faces a double, gives it to Caruso. They swing it over to Wesley Matthews, left wing for 3, and he drains it. And there is LeBron James, who said he was supposed to play tonight, but is not playing. Lakers take a 3-2 lead. All right, here's R.J. Barrett with the ball. Comes off a Nerlens screen. Dribbles around. Tries to take it to Caruso. Good defense by Caruso. Just not giving him any room to make a clear shot at the basket. Anthony Davis almost travels. And then we got a foul as he passes over to KCP. I think the foul's going to be on Julius Randle. All right, man. Here's the Knicks season so far. 4th in the East. Their highest win percentage since the 2013 season, as we all know. Randle, only Knicks player to average 20, 10, and 5. Pretty impressive. All right, here's AD. They give it over to Caruso. Caruso dribbles. Caruso then tries to pass it, and then it gets stolen by R.J. Barrett. Here come the Knicks. Gives it to Randle, but Randle loses it, but then recovers it, takes it to the three-point line in the corner, starts to dribble on AD, takes another step-back jumper, and drains it on AD. And the Knicks retake the lead. They are up 4-3. Here's Caruso, gives it over to Wesley Matthews. Matthews dribbles left, stops at the right wing, gives it over to Drummond at the top, then over to Caruso on the left. They give it to Davis, comes off the screen, fakes it on the well, drives it all the way to the basket, misses the wide open layup. Fight for the rebound. KCP is able to recover it. They give it over to Drummond on the block. Drummond starting to post up. He goes with the jump hook. He can't finish. Nerlens fights for the rebound, and he gets it. Gives it over to R.J. Barrett. Barrett on the left. Spins off. Wesley Matthews playing him tight. Holds the ball. Tries to give it to Randall. Gets caught in the corner. He's got AD once again on him. Randall tries to cross over, but he loses the handle. See, that's the only thing I don't like about Randall. When he tends to over dribble, I don't like when he over dribbles. That's a little bit too much, and then ends up turning it over right there. All right, season recap for the Lakers. 7th in the West, 38-30. They have the last three opponents: Houston, Indiana, and New Orleans. 10-15 without LeBron James, as they just showed. All right, so Caruso with the ball. Wow, that ball bounced all the way. Wesley Matthews was able to get it. I saw it would have been another Laker turnover. AD gives it to Drummond over to Caruso. Caruso gives the ball, holds the ball. Holding, the Knicks holding it. 4 on the shot clock. Caruso loses it. The Lakers got stagnant on that play. And nice forced turnover by Alfred Payton. Gives it over to Randall. Fakes the 3. Gets to the free throw line. Shoots a jumper. Knocks it down again. Julius Randle with all 6 Knicks points right now. And all of them have been on jump shots. Knicks take a 6-3 lead. And looks like we got a foul on Alfred. Was there a foul on Alfred Payton? Not sure. Looks like there might have been a foul. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I think it was a foul. Anyway, Wesley Matthews with the ball. Shout out to Hayden Sports. Again, like and share. Gives the ball over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis goes around Randall. Dump pass to Drummond for the dunk. Nice play by AD. Gets the basket plus the foul. And he's going to go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. Really nice job by Anthony Davis, man. Got that ball in. See? Got the ball on the face-up, drove right around, and nice pass right there. That was a really nice pass by AD over to Drummond for the dunk and for the foul. Well, we already know about Drummond at the free throw line, but let's see if he makes this one. He does get it, and the game is tied at 6. I will say when LeBron comes back, they're going to have a really big front court, though, for sure. Anyway, the ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll be Nick Ball. Barry gets the inbound, dumps it over to Alfred Payton, being guarded by Caruso. Oh, nice spin move by Alfred Payton. Beautiful bounce pass over to Reggie Bullock, cutting to the basket. The ball gets deflected off, and the Knicks will keep the ball. Yeah, Reggie Bullock got to do something about that hair, though, man. At least Alfred Payton finally did something with his, because his joint was looking terrible with that whole weekend stuff. Yeah, your Nuggets won against Charlotte, 117-112. They give it to Bullock on the inbound, takes a dribble, forces up the shot. Randall tries to draw the foul, but he doesn't get it. Here comes AD, brings the ball up the court. Anthony Davis once again goes to the face-up, goes to the post-up. They try to steal it from behind. Caruso, they give it over. Here is KCP for 3, and he drains it, and the Lakers retake the lead. They lead 9-6, under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. I thought Thibodeau was going to take a timeout, but decided not to. All right, so here's Alfred Payton with the ball. Alfred Payton gets into the paint, tries to lob it. That was a poor lob by Alfred Payton. There was just no way he was going to jump. Nerlens was double teamed in the paint. AD gives it over to Caruso, right wing, dribbles to the middle, spins. Good defense by Nerlens Noel. Fight for the ball. Caruso's got the recovery, and he's finding. Randall tries to strip it. He can't get it. And what do we have? It looks like we're going to have a foul on Julius Randle. And we are going to take a timeout. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:26 remaining in the first quarter, Lakers take a 9-6 lead as Randle is pissed at the ref for that foul call that was called on him. And we'll go on commercial break. So, Randle's off to a good start, but the other Knicks have got to step up, obviously. But the game is early, so it's just a 9-6 game. I will say though, Randall hit some tough shots on both AD and Drummond. In the 6 points that he got, the Knicks really never got anything going really inside. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my mistake. Shout out to Ron in the building, man. What's up? What's going on with Kyrie Irving? What happened with Kyrie? I did not hear anything about Kyrie. Can somebody fill me in on what's going on with Kyrie Irving? Yeah, I've been saying for the longest we got to get rid of Alfred Payton. He just can't shoot. He can't even shoot corner threes, and the corner threes are the easiest shot in the NBA, but he can't shoot those. So with that, Kyrie Irving is out for the rest of the season. Really? Let me hear. Let's see. Oh, he got a facial contusion? Ouch. Well, it says he left for the rest of the game, but it doesn't say anything about. It says he was remain. He was. It says he. It says he was ruled out for the rest of the game. Let me see if he's out for the season. So Kyrie suffered a facial contusion, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he suffered. He suffered it in the third quarter against the Bulls. And the way he got it was he got elbowed in the face in the third quarter. If Kyrie's out for the rest of the season, then the Nets are not fully healthy. I mean, he's a big piece. All right, here's Wesley Matthews. Inbounds the ball to KCP. KCP starts to dribble right, gets all the way to the paint, goes up, blocked by Noel. The Knicks get the ball back. Here comes Payton. Payton brings the ball up. Payton gives it over to Bullock. Back to Payton. Payton crosses over right to left, goes up for the layup. Oh, he can't hit. He misses the layup. Back come the Lakers. Caruso with the ball. Gives it over to Matthews. In transition. Pull up for three. It rattles in and out. Battle for the ball. Batted out of bounds by AD. Knicks will get the ball back. What do you mean, damn, he was supposed to mess up the chemistry? All right. Julius Randle with the ball. They give it over to Alfred Payton. Julius Randle gets the ball, got it on AD on the right wing, puts the jab steps. Ooh, fakes it, then shoots the jump shot going to the baseline. He misses. That was a nice move by Randle, but the Knicks are getting too stagnant on offense. They need to move the ball. They need to get some ball movement. They're going to have to get some offensive sets where they get some ball movement. All right, man. So here's KCP, gets the ball from Anthony Davis, AD with the ball. They bounce it over to Wesley Matthews. While he was open, they give it to Caruso, shoots the three-pointer, can't hit. Offensive rebound, Andre Drummond puts the ball on the floor, goes with the hook, and he gets the roll. Lakers take an 11-6 lead. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here is, nice crossover by Payton. Gets all the way to the rim, and he's able to score on the layup. It's an 11-8 Laker lead. All right, here's AD, a.k.a. me. Brings the ball up on the right side. KCP tries to come off the screen, and he gets elbowed in the face. And looks like we got a foul on Alfred Payton. We went to go check on him to make sure he's all good. Okay, so Derrick Rose just checked in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, CB Logic says, damn, he was supposed to mess up the chemistry. Kyrie was going to get shot happy in the playoffs. Well, I'm going to say he was going to have his moments, but we really don't even know for sure. Anthony Davis, like I said, everything gets proven in the playoffs. Who knows? He might have surprised you. Anyway, three-pointer missed by KCP. Randle gets the rebound, gets it away from Andre Drummond. Nice box out by Randle. Brings the ball up, gives it over to Barrett, drives all the way to the basket, gets to the middle, misses the shot, and draws the foul. That's what the Knicks also have to do. They got to get to the free throw line. If they see the middle open, they got to take advantage and then drive it right to the middle. If the middle gets open, well, that's if the Lakers give them the middle and just attack straight to the basket. Shout out to Tyree. Long time no see, man. What's good with you, man? How's your son doing? Hope everything is good with you, man. Hope you've been staying blessed. All right, tomorrow night we got the Wizards and we got the Hawks. And 9:30 we got the Utah Jazz going up against the Trailblazers. And then on Friday we got the Pelicans and the Warriors at 9:30. Here's AD. Puts the jab step. Gets it to the paint. Puts the pump fake. Gives it over to KCP with the ball fake. Hesitates on the left dribble. Gives it to Kuzma. Wow, he airballed the three. Rebound is over to Derrick Rose. D Rose with the ball. Been a huge addition for our Knicks. Randall fakes a three. AD has no choice but to bump Randall because he did not have the space to be able to avoid the foul and ends up fouling Julius Randle. So the foul's going to go on Anthony Davis. That's going to be his first. And again, shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate you coming on through. All right, here's D Rose. Gets a screen from Tosh Gibson, who just checked in. Rose takes a one-legged fadeaway jump shot on the baseline on the left side, and he drains it. And the Knicks retake the lead. They're up 12-11, 3:48 remaining. Low scoring first quarter right now. All right, so Drummond with the ball. Gives it over to Taylor Horton-Tucker, who just checked in. They give the ball to Anthony Davis on the left side of the floor, right at the elbow. There he is. Puts a jab step on Randall. Fakes. Starts his drive. Goes with the, nice little floating hook. Right there from that distance and able to score. And the Lakers retake the lead. They're up 13-12. Rose with the crossover. Kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett open for three. He can't hit. Rebound is to Drummond. All right, man. Gives the ball to AD. AD fakes a three. Starts a drive. Takes a half spin. Turnaround jump shot. Can't hit. And the rebound is off to RJ Barrett. Barrett crosses over, gets all the way to the basket, scoops layup, and he's able to score. Knicks retake the lead. Anthony catches the ball. That's a bad foul by Julius Randle, man. It was a tough foul, but that's going to be two on Randle. I could tell these two are going to be battling all night long. So we're going to take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 2:58 remaining in this first quarter. Knicks up by 1, 14-13. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. Let's see, man. Brooklyn got the win, but it came at a price. Vukovic was the one that elbowed Kyrie Irving. It was inadvertent, but the positive sign was that Kyrie was able to walk on his own power. So that's at least somewhat of a good sign. We'll just have to wait to see what the X-rays are and how long he's going to be out since he has a facial contusion. You hate to see that with any NBA player, man. You already know there's going to be the no excuse thing, so not going to worry about that. Now Brooklyn has a real problem because you don't know what Durant's going to be with the fact that he's in and out because of injuries. You don't know if he's 100%, which I doubt he is. You have James Harden, who's still out of shape, even though he could give you good numbers, but now he has a hamstring injury, and now Kyrie has a facial contusion, and he's been in and out of the lineup. So their issue's been chemistry. Like I said, they're last year's Clippers. Just without the major trade that happened during the season getting James Harden, but they're last year's Clippers. Chemistry is going to be a problem, which is why I don't got the Brooklyn Nets winning the NBA title. The key for them is going to be health. If they can get healthy good enough to win the East, then they're good. But these injuries are going to set them back. I hate to say it, Tari, but the Clippers are not going to the finals. I hate to say it, but they're not going to the finals. The Brooklyn Nets are not winning the NBA title this year. I'm going. Ryan says, "What's your thoughts on Steph Curry stretch so far?" I mean, it's been historic. It's been historic. No question about it. The fact that Curry's doing what he's doing. I'm gonna say this about the Warriors. They're not. Their team is not good against good teams, so they have to feast on the weak teams. The fact that Curry's doing all he can to be able to do what he's doing, gotta commend him for sure. But the Warriors they're really not that good against good teams. The better teams in the league they struggle against. So the weak teams they got to take advantage of. But also you have to remember that this team was not even looked at as a playoff team this year after Klay Thompson went down with the injury, as AD knocks down the free throw and ties the game at 14. But the Warriors weren't even going to be looked at as a playoff team this year, with the fact that Klay Thompson went down, and the fact that they're even competing. You gotta do that. And the free throw is good. Here's the problem. Again, Tyronn Lue is a pushover. Rondo should be starting. He can't play that many minutes, but he should be starting. He has to find a way to manage his minutes. All right, here's a pick and roll with Taj Gibson. Rose and Taj Gibson work so well together from their days in Chicago. And Taj Gibson gets fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. So 2:46 remaining in the first quarter. Lakers up by one, 15-14 over the New York Knicks. Smash the like it, that's subscribe. Something tells me the Nets are not going to make it to the NBA Finals. I got a funny feeling they're not going to make it. No. Hayden was the one that reported saying that Kyrie's out for the rest of the season, but he misspoke. All we know right now was he missed the rest of the game against the Bulls. There's no report that he's out for the rest of the season. As of yet, we got to see what the results are. I've been trying to see if he's out for the rest of the season. There's nothing on there. No information on that yet. Anyway, AD catches the ball inside over two Knicks. He goes up for the layup and he scores. And the Lakers retake the lead. They're up 17-16. And looks like Tom Thibodeau is going to take a timeout. So with 2:24 remaining in the first quarter, Lakers up by one by the score of 17-16 over the New York Knicks. You're watching Knicks versus Lakers right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Well, according to certain people, they think that the Knicks are coming out the Eastern Conference, and I'm not ready to say that. Like I said, I am a Knicks fan, but I'm a realist. The Knicks have had a great season, and you know the old saying, if the Knicks are doing well, it's going to be good for the NBA. CB Logic, you're not listening, bro. I doubt the Nets are going to make it to the finals with KD and Harden is actually a better combo. I do agree with you there, because Kyrie does have a tendency to shot jack. It's true. But here's the thing, though. They need all their guys. Believe it or not, they need all their guys. This is one of those things where it's like, well, they're better without Kyrie because they can get there without him, so he doesn't really impact the team. At the end of the day, if you're trying to win an NBA title, you need all your players. You need all of your players. Like I said, everything has to fall in line for us to make a deep playoff run. We are a second round exit the way that I'm looking. I'm being a realist. Here's Rose with the ball. Rose dribbles around, gets the shot up, and then he draws a foul. It looks like the foul is going to be on Ben McLemore. So Spike Lee even had issues with, oh boy. Damn, my man Spike getting no love out here, man. Damn. He gets mistreated at MSG, and it's even happening in LA too. All right, Rose at the free throw line. Lakers lead by 1, 17-16. First free throw is good. Ties the game at 17. They are still the most talented team in the East without Kyrie. I don't want to hear that they need all their players. Okay, if you're going to go by that logic, then if Anthony Davis is missing, does LeBron lead the Lakers to win the NBA title? Because what I don't want to hear is that LeBron and AD helped the Lakers win the title, and it was because of the LeBron they won. I don't want to hear that. Because if I hear that, then that's going to be a problem. All right, so Lakers lead by the score of 19-18. Here's Derrick Rose, kicks it out, three-pointer shot, and three-pointer is good by who shot that three? I don't know who just shot that three, but anyway, 21-19 is the score. Anthony Davis with the ball. Anthony Davis. And the ball is stolen. Oh, Frank Ntilikina gives it to Rose. I think that was Frank Ntilikina who shot that. Rose with the crossover, shoots the jump shot, knocks it down. Knicks take a 23-19 lead. Knicks up by 4. You didn't answer my question. I said I don't want to. So if you don't want to hear that they're without their players, then I don't want to hear the fact that you're saying that. I don't care if it's different, if it's not the same thing. If, according to you, it's not the same thing. As Ben McLemore knocks down the 3 and cuts the lead down to 1, 25-24, Knicks up 1. What I'm telling you is, I said if LeBron, let's say that I'm saying LeBron and AD get to the finals. AD is impactful. Are you going to sit here and tell me that LeBron is the reason that they won the championship? That's what I'm basically saying. Because I noticed that when it comes to him, when it's losses, you have to put context into it. If he wins, it's because of LeBron. You didn't answer my question. I'm not talking about talent. I know the Nets are the most talented team. That's not what I'm talking about. So at the end of the first quarter, the Knicks lead the Lakers by the score of 25-24 at the end of 1. Shout out to Brett White in the building. What's up, man? What is going on? Josh says, Lewis, I think LeBron will try to go to the Knicks if the Lakers lose. How do you feel about that possibility? To be honest, I don't even know if the Lakers are going to lose. I don't know that. It really is going to depend on how things play out and when it comes to all these matchups. I really don't know how it's going to play out. I really don't. It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to say because we have to see if the Lakers are even. I'm doing good, man. Like I said before, the key thing for the Nets is health. Even if KD and Harden get to the finals, like I said, their health is important. I don't think KD is 100%, and I don't think Harden is 100%. And like I said, I don't think the Nets are going to go to the finals, even if they have quote unquote. Wait a minute. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, the Nets do have the most talented team. They do. Brett says my Sixers got clapped tonight. Who did the Sixers play again? Let me see. Oh, they lost to Indiana. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure Pedro's going to be happy that his Pacers won. That's a definite. I mean, if there's a matchup where, I mean, that's the way you got to beat AD. As long as you're not physical with AD, AD's going to have his way with whoever he's playing. So looks like I might have was not unplugged, which is weird. Anyway, we're about to start the second quarter. Like I said before, I'm going to say it once, and I've said it already many times. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to win the NBA title. The Lakers are going to win the NBA title. They're going to make this. They're going to make this to look like this underdog story, where LeBron couldn't. Obviously, with the whole political and social issues things going on. All right. Oh, nice pass inside by Marcus Gasol over to Montrezl Harrell for the layup, and the Lakers retake the lead. They're up 26-25. I'll try to see what the issue with the camera is. All right, Derrick Rose with the ball, gets it right back from Obi Toppin, who just checked in. Derrick Rose crosses over, gives it to Toppin, gets it at the three-point line. They give it over to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose crosses over. Derrick Rose goes with the pull-up and gets that short shot to go on the floater, and the Knicks retake the lead at 27-26. Kuzma gives it over to Gasol. Gasol's been playing better. They give it over to Taylor Horton-Tucker. Horton-Tucker with the bounce pass to Marcus Gasol. They kick it out over to, is that KCP? Misses the three, but Kuzma on the offensive glass. I mean, the Knicks were just standing there and they didn't even look. And then they lob it over to Kuzma. They kick it out over to Ben McLemore, but he turns it over. And the Knicks will get the ball back. Wow, Tom Thibodeau and Jim Jackson back at the China games. That's a younger Tom Thibodeau. And that was when Jim Jackson was still playing in the league. All right, so Obi Toppin gives it a Rose, half spin, gets to a spot, kicks it out to Ntilikina. Ntilikina kicks it to Rose. Rose with a jab step, fakes it, takes a step back three, but he can't hit. Rebound over to Marcus Gasol. All right, Marcus Gasol with the ball, gives it over to Ben McLemore. They give it over to Kuzma. Kuzma on the left side of the floor. They give it over to Marcus Gasol. And then they give it over right there to Taylor Horton-Tucker. They dump it over to Montrezl Harrell, shoots a jump shot, gets fouled. He gets the basket and won. And the Lakers retake the lead. They're up 28-27 with a chance for a three-point play for Montrezl Harrell. So like I said before, even if the Brooklyn Nets have the most talent, my concern with Brooklyn, as I said before, is defense. I question them defensively in the postseason, which is a reason why I think that they might be out. Unless if they get fully healthy. A fully healthy Nets team, they get to the NBA. They get to the NBA Finals. Besides, even if they have KD and Harden, it depends on who they play. RJ Barrett, even though they're the most talented team in the league. Kuzma, they give it over to Ben McLemore in the corner for three. He can't hit, and the rebound is off to Taj Gibson. They give it over to RJ Barrett. RJ with the lob to Obi Toppin, and he ties the game at 29. All right, back comes Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma on the right. They give it over to Taylor Horton-Tucker, fakes a three, being guarded by Derrick Rose, brings the ball back up, goes over a brush screen by Montrezl Harrell, gets triple team inside the baseline, gives it over to Kuzma for three, and he drains it. Poor rotation by the Knicks, and the Lakers retake the lead 32-29. And looks like we're going to have a timeout by Tom Thibodeau. with 9:16 remaining in the first half as the Lakers retake a 3-point lead by the score of 32-29 as we head over to this commercial break. Like I said before, this is why also y'all gotta understand why low key I kind of stopped doing the games. It's because there's been a lot of injuries. Ratings have been down. They're the lowest it's ever been, and they continue to dump. See, this is the thing that also worries me. Even if the Lakers win the title, who's going to be watching? It's going to be Laker fans and LeBron fans. Like I said, I got the Lakers winning the title, and like I said, when it happens, when it happens, that's why when G Money asked me about this playoff preview, I honestly could care less because just the way that they're setting up this narrative, the constant talk about LeBron and Jordan. I already know that they're setting this thing. They're already setting this thing up with for this. You look at the Clippers, they're not going anywhere. Ty Lue is the head coach. That's all that needs to be said. Way off P. You don't know what he's going to do in the postseason. I'm sorry. I don't trust the Clippers, even with Rajon Rondo. Skip is talking all this nonsense, man. I'm sorry. And you don't even have to watch the games to know what's going on. You really don't. All you got to do is just find out on the news. So I don't know if you can hear me, CB Logic, but here's the thing. Even if the Lakers were to win the title, and let's say that Bron gets that finals MVP, the ratings are going to be important because if nobody's really watching LeBron but just Laker fans and just LeBron fans and fanboys, I should say for that matter, I'm sorry. It's really not. It's really a lot of people have already tuned off from the NBA. And why is it? It's because of politics. And him and Adam Silver had a lot to do with that. So my thing is that, and I'm really starting to wonder how the first round is going to be. And there's still some teams that still don't have fans in the building. I mean, the Nuggets lost Jamal Murray. It's a lot of injuries. It's a lot of injuries. So it's not that I don't love the game of basketball. I do. It's just when you look at the landscape of the NBA, it's a reason I've been doing baseball streams for that reason, man. And it's like I said before, for example, they're hyping up the Nuggets and saying, they've won 9 of their last 10. I said, yeah, that's great, but you need your guys in the playoffs. You're telling me that Monte Morris and Will Barton are not important pieces in Jamal Murray? It gives the Nuggets more depth. Without those guys, like what is it going to mean in a 7-game series? So we have an NBA referee named Tony Brown, who's actually been a referee for 19 seasons, and he did the NBA Finals for the first time during the bubble. He has been diagnosed with cancer. No matter how much you want to feel about referees, as Derrick Rose misses the floater and the rebounds off to Taylor Horton-Tucker, goes right to left on the crossover, goes with the reverse layup. He scores plus the foul. Good coast-to-coast move by Taylor Horton-Tucker, and he's going to get a chance for a 3-point play. No matter how you feel about referees, that's just sad to hear. Him being diagnosed with cancer. Prayers up to Tony Brown, and hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Hopefully the cancer is not in a deep stage, because if it's in a deep stage, obviously, you can't recover from that. There's no cure for that. But if it was caught early, hopefully they can, make sure to get the cancer out and that he can make a full recovery. Anyway, Lakers lead by 6, 35-29. Derrick Rose gets into the paint, absorbs the contact, and is able to push it through for the layup. And it's a 35-31 game. Just with 8:36 remaining in the first half, Kuzma gives the ball over to Marc Gasol on the left wing. Montrezl Harrell trying to get open and get post position right there on the left block. He's got Obi Toppin on him. Notice that Montrezl Harrell goes face up, takes a jump shot, no good. No good, misses. All right, Derrick Rose goes inside to Taj Gibson. Gibson forces it up, doesn't get the foul call. Rose gets the ball, gets the loose ball. All right, they give it to Ntilikina, then give it over to Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock shoots a jump shot, and wow, too strong. The ball is tapped. Obi Toppin gets the offensive rebound on the loose ball. They kick it over to Ntilikina. Ntilikina shoots a three-pointer, drains it. Wow, Ntilikina's shot looks really good, though. And the Knicks are within 35-34. So, like the Knicks, are the fact that they keep competing, so that's good. Three-point shooting. Lakers 4 for 10, Knicks 2 for 7. Here's Kuzma. Kuzma takes it all the way to the rim, and he gets the layup. Nobody near Kuzma on that drive. And the Lakers take a 37-34 lead. All right, and the three-pointer is shot, and it is made. And the Knicks tie the game at 37. Obi Toppin ties the game with the three. And we got a timeout by Frank Vogel. So with 7:16 remaining in the first half, we are tied at 37 between the Knicks and the Lakers at Staples Center. Presented by State Farm. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. Jay says, CB, bring logic. A healthy team is a healthy team. If it's not, then it's not. If Boston's back and Bill Russell's day didn't have all of their to-be Hall of Famers in the series, then they weren't 100%. Obi is playing a lot better, since he's been back, especially down the stretch. He's been playing really well. He's out there making plays. And you always want the best. You always want your players playing at their best as the season ends. Wait, D-Wade is hosting a show? I didn't know about this. The Cube, huh? And it starts on June 10th. Did not know about this. All right, guys. So if you're just tuning in, like I said before, right now the game is tied at 37. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're sharing. Again, I apologize for the camera. The camera is acting up, so that's why you can't see my face. So all you're going to do is be able to hear my voice as I try to commentate the game. So I apologize for that. I mean, the thing is, when you look at the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie said he was going to be the scorer, so he's not really a playmaker like that. He can make plays, but he's not a consistent playmaker. Never has been, never will be from the way Kyrie plays the game. Harden is a better playmaker than Kyrie, so that's why it meshes better with him and Kevin Durant. And the thing with Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant can blend himself in the system, and he doesn't need to always dominate the ball, so he can play off the ball So that's why him and Harden mesh real well. Kyrie he has a tendency to get ball dominant, but he's shown that he can play within the system when he actually listens and follows the concept. When he gets away from it, that's going to be the problem. But like I said, at the end of the day, you need all of your players to win. And sometimes it's going to depend on the matchup. So we're back with 6:51. I always say it depends on the matchup. Somebody's lying when it comes to Bron's report because he was supposed to be playing tonight. Wojnarowski said that he was making cuts. He was making really good hard cuts, but he's not ready. But you know what they say. LeBron knows his body more than anybody. So Derrick Rose with the jump shot. He misses. Rebound is to Anthony Davis. Over to Kyle Kuzma. Oh, that was KCP, my bad. Okay, they give the ball to Anthony Davis, being guarded by Julius Randle. And wow, that was a bad pass by AD. I don't even know why he was just throwing it. Kyle Kuzma shoots a three-pointer. He drains it. I'm gonna say that that's going to be another key for the Lakers. It's going to be the play of Kyle Kuzma. If he can get some consistency by playoff time, he's going to be really big for this team. Rose comes off a double screen, gives the ball to Julius Randle. Randle fakes, gives the ball to Rose. Rose shoots the jump shot, knocks it down. Well, not the jump shot, his little push floater, and he's able to knock it in. And the Knicks are within one once again, 40-39. Kuzma comes really quick. Nice deflection right there by Gibson. Bullock gets the ball, and they force a turnover. Here's Rose, gives it to Bullock. Transition, pulls up for three, and it swirls in. And the Knicks retake the lead there up 42-40 with 5:40 remaining in the first half. Smash the like, hit that, subscribe, make sure to share. All right, AD puts the dribble. AD takes a turnaround, jump shot, shoots, loses his balance, falls down, can't hit. All right, Randle gives the ball over to Derrick Rose. Julius Randle gets into the paint, takes a swirl, goes with the spin, but the ball is short. Rebounds over to Kuzma. It says live reaction. It doesn't say live action. It says live reaction. That's what I said. Derrick Rose gives it over to Reggie Bullock. Over to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, hesitation, dribble, spin, puts it up, misses, rebounds over to KCP. Here come the Lakers in transition. KCP takes it all the way to the rim, has to pull it back out. Good transition defense by Randle. Then gives it over to Kyle Kuzma with the Scottie Pippen scoop type layup, and it's good. And he ties the game at 42 with a chance for a three. Wait, is it? Yeah, with a chance for a three-point play. He gets the and one. Okay, so CB Logic says, I want you to thank God tonight that Lewis doesn't have a live panel for the chat. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? I'm really curious to know. Really curious to know that you say that. And you didn't just say it once, you said it 3 times. So I'm going to say it again. I'm really curious as to why. We'll love to know your reasoning in the comment section. Kuzma at the free throw line, knocks down the free throw. What is up with RJ? RJ, I don't know. There's moments, it's funny because at one point he was looking really good, was RJ. All right, Derrick Rose. And then Nerlens Noel fumbles the ball. He tries to kind of like force it up, but he's not able to hit. Lakers up by 1, 43-42. AD gives it over. Kuzma shoots a 3 in transition, and he drains it, and the Lakers take a 4-point lead. They're up 46-42. 4 minutes remaining. Here's Randle. Bullock loses it, but gets the ball back. They give the ball over to Randle. Randle crosses over and then loses the ball. I tell you, Randle stays fumbling the ball when he does that crossover. Can't have him handle the ball so much. KCP shoots a 3-pointer. He drains it. And the Lakers take a 7-point lead. They lead 49-42. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. He's got to take a timeout. So with 3:35 remaining, the Lakers killing it from 3-point range. They're on a 9-0 run. So we got 3:05 remaining in this in this first half. And the Los Angeles Lakers lead by the score of 49-42. Shout out to Johnson Daily Sports. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Oh, Stephen A. Smith is on vacation. Oh, that's why he hasn't been on TV as of late. Makes sense now. I wonder how long his vacation is. Yeah, well, I don't like Randall holding the ball too long. Like I said, this is why I'd rather see the Knicks move the ball because they tend to over dribble, especially with Randall. I can't stand when he over dribbles. Cannot stand it. All right, so Phoenix leads Golden State by the score of 66-58 at the half. Well, that had to be yesterday. Let me see. All right, so Milwaukee's beating Orlando 105-92, 3:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. Thunder up at the half 65-62 over the Kings. We got the Nuggets winning 117-112, Minnesota up 119-100, Clippers won 115-96. Nets win by 8, but lose Kyrie in the process with a facial contusion. Heat win 129-121, 103-94 Philadelphia. Randall shoots a three-pointer and he drains it. Just like that, the man is back. Shout out to Ryan Johnson in the building. Appreciate you. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. 49-45, 3:20 remaining in the first half. Horton Tucker with the ball. Crosses over with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis rolls all the way to the rim with the layup. He can't hit. Rebounds over to Derrick Rose. Rose takes it all the way to the basket with the scoop layup, and he's able to score. 2-point game, 49-47. Derrick Rose takes it over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis gets fouled really hard, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Scores 49-47. Knicks within 2. Ryan says, are you doing any baseball streams tomorrow? Absolutely. I'm doing the Angels and the Astros tomorrow. See, this is my problem. What is with these personal attacks, man? It's just basketball talk, and it's like you can't. I really don't understand this, man. We out here defending athletes we don't even know personally. It's just basketball talk, and then you want to make it personal. I really don't understand it. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, Anthony Davis at the free throw line, 50-47 is the score. Shoots the free throw, knocks it down, 51-47. Reggie Bullock inbounds it right back to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose comes with the ball. 51-47 is the score. Rose comes off the curl, gives it over to Randall, stops his dribble, gets Anthony Davis, takes him off the dribble, goes up for the basket. He scores, count the basket plus the foul. He's going to the free throw line to shoot one for the 3-point play. My bad. So like I said, Ryan, yes, I'm doing the Angels and the Astros tomorrow, and then I got the Cardinals and the Brewers on Thursday. All right, so Randall knocks down the free throw. 51-50 is the score. Kuzma over to Drummond. Drummond giving it over to Anthony Davis. All right, they give it over to Kuzma. Shoots a three-pointer. It's short. Offensive rebound trying to be tapped by Drummond and then KCP, and then we got a foul on Drummond. All right, the Knicks with the ball. Derrick Rose fakes it to Julius Randle. Julius Randle takes a step back jumper, misses. Rebound is over to Andre Drummond, then gives the ball over to Taylor Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker gets a screen from AD. They give it over to AD, and AD travels. Double dribble, so the Knicks will get the ball back. There you see LeBron James right now sitting out with the ankle injury. He will be playing tomorrow against the Houston Rockets. 151 remaining in the first half. 51-50, LA leads by 1. Rose dribbles, hesitates. Rose gives it over to Julius Randle. Randle meets a double, gets a hard double right there on the left side. Gives it to Rose, fakes it. A wide open RJ Barrett shoots a 3 for the lead, but he can't hit it. Ball too short. They give it to Anthony Davis, gives it over to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma goes up, shoots the jump shot. Wow, off balance on the left side of the floor, and he's able to drill it. Tough jump shot by Kyle Kuzma, and the Lakers up by 3, 53-50. Kyle Kuzma, 16 of his 18 in the second quarter. Randle goes up, and they finally going to call a foul. Well, I shouldn't say finally. They just called a foul. All right, so Randle is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try to cut this game into 1. Oh, yeah, that foul was on Kuzma. Yeah, he hit him in the arm. I don't understand how players complain when it's obvious, man. It's like it's an obvious foul. Just take the foul, move on, man. Got him in the arm. That's it. Yo, shout out to Karam in the building. What's up? What's going on, bro? Randle at the free throw line knocks down the free throw. 53-51 is the score. Yep, you guys lead the Kings at the halves by 3. Here's Randle on the free throw. Knocks down both. 53-52, 111 remaining right now in this first half. Ball is inbounded to Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker pulls back, gets a screen from AD, coming over to the left, puts the hesitation dribble, gives it over to AD. AD sets his feet, shoots a jump shot, and he drains it. And the Lakers take a 55-52 lead. 55 seconds remaining. First half. Derrick Rose gets a screen from Randle. Randle better be careful. That was almost his third foul right there. He's got KCP on him. Faces another double. Randle looking. Nice pass inside of Noel for the slam, cutting to the basket. Good eyes by Randle on that play. 55-54. We got ourselves a good first half. Horton Tucker with the ball. Horton Tucker takes it all the way to the rim. He gets, I think Noel got a piece of that. Here comes the Knicks. RJ Barrett with the ball. Gives it over to Randle. Knicks with a chance to take the lead. Randle with the dribble. Starts to dribble. Too much dribbling. Randle tries to get to a spot. Moves it AD. Gives it over to Rose. Fakes a 3. Rose with the floater. And he drains it, and the Knicks retake the lead. 56-55 is the score. 9 seconds remaining. Kuzma goes around. Kuzma hesitates. Kuzma takes it up, shoots the shot, can't hit. Loose ball. Who's got it? No one. And that's going to be the end as Horton Tucker takes a late turnaround 3 that's obviously not going to count. And that is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. So competitive first half between both teams. And right now the Knicks take a late 1-point lead after Derrick Rose scores on that layup off the penetration. And so we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So Knicks up 56-55. You're watching the Knicks versus the Lakers here at the Staples Center on the Lewis Sports Network. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share. It clearly says on the thumbnail, live reactions and play-by-play. Okay? It's commentary for those who are not able to watch the game. The game is nationally televised. It's on TNT if you need to go watch the game. If you don't have cable, what you do is you type in NBA stream, and you should be able to get a stream where you can watch it. Noel has been an underrated piece for the Knicks. He's been an underrated piece. And I've loved his mentality. When they were talking about possibly the Knicks making the play-in, he said we need to not worry about that. We need to just be playing our best basketball to get the best possible seed. And that's what I like. I really like that. Reggie Bullock's shot has been off. I don't really like the shot selection of RJ Barrett. I feel like some of his shot selection is questionable at times. I've never really liked it. Never really liked his shot selection. So I think it could be better for sure. All right, man. So we are at the half, 56-55. Knicks are up over the Lakers by 1. Really good first half. All right, let's take a look at the stats for both teams. So we got Randall with 14. Derrick Rose off the bench with 16 points. It's been Randall and Rose for the most part. As G Money mentioned, Bullock and RJ have to step up in the second half. All right, for the Lakers, it was Kuzma. 16 of the 18 points in that second quarter really helped the Lakers pretty much stay in the game in that moment, take the lead. Anthony Davis has got 12 in 19 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Drummond has 5 points and 7 rebounds in 16 minutes of action. And that's pretty much it. Now let's go to the team stats. Knicks shoot 50%. Lakers shoot 47%. 3-pointers, both teams shooting well. Lakers at 50%, Knicks at 45%. Both teams have hit all their free throws. The Lakers are killing the Knicks on the rebounds by 7, 6-2 on the offensive glass. The Lakers have shared the ball really well. Remember, guys, the Lakers come in averaging almost 25 assists as a team. The Knicks are at the near bottom in terms of assists. And part of the reason is we tend to over dribble the basketball and not really move the ball enough. I also feel like we don't really have a true playmaker, like a true playmaker, even though Randall, is averaging just over 5 assists for us, but we don't really have a true playmaker though. Anyway, blocks one apiece. Steals, the Knicks have 4 to the Lakers 2. The Knicks have really taken care of the ball. They only have 3 turnovers in the first half, while the Lakers have 8. And the Knicks are actually winning the points in the paint right now, 22-18, which is a little surprising. I thought the Lakers would own that. And personal fouls, the Knicks have committed more fouls. The Knicks, even though they are a good defensive team, they have a propensity to foul. So if I'm the Lakers, I try to get the Knicks in foul trouble to try to get to that free throw line a little bit more if I'm the Lakers. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, you guys in the comment section can tell me what are the keys in the second half for both teams, for both the Lakers and the Knicks as we come back. Yeah, Kuzma's really killing us right now. He's gotten into a real rhythm. I mean, 16 of the 18 in the second quarter. Got to find a way to contain him. I mean, the thing is also at some point there's something you're gonna have to kind of give up when you look at this Laker team, because again, it's like the Lakers they're winning the rebounding battle by 7. Obviously, AD right now is the best player on the floor, but he hasn't been in this game. It's been Kyle Kuzma. So it's one of those things you're going to have to give up. And Kuzma right now, he's just having his night. I just think that whoever's guarding him on the perimeter has to do a better job when it comes to containing Kuzma. I think they've done, in terms of the bigs, and I wouldn't say contain AD. I mean, yeah, he's got, he may have 12 points. AD is going to find a way to get his numbers, man. But, for the Knicks right now, it's been Rose and Randall. To be honest with you, I think the Knicks have guarded the paint really well. It's something that they have to continue to do. But like I said, I feel like that we're going to have to get more production out of RJ, out of Barrett and Bullock. They are going to have to do something right now, because I think if we could get more production out of them, the Knicks have a better chance of winning this game, because the Knicks have actually done a good job. The Lakers only have 18 points in the paint in the first half. So I think we've done a good job. Man, I really don't know why some dudes be setting themselves up like crazy. It's all good, G Money. It's okay, man. It's not a problem. I understand what you were trying to. I understand what you were trying to say. It's not, it's all good, man. Karam says you want the Thunder to lose. I mean, of course, you want that draft pick. I mean, the Thunder. Like I said, the Thunder are not a good team, so they're tanking to get that draft pick. I see that they want that was part of the reason that the play-in was supposed to happen. But like I said, I feel like one thing that needs to change is the ownerships and front offices need to be more held more accountable because I'm going to say this. I'm saying that if you're going to be purposely tanking just to try to get a draft pick, and I said it before, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the number one pick. What I'm saying is if you're not going to be willing to put the best product and try to move pieces and try to make trades. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult with what you have. But what I'm basically saying is if you're really just trying to commit and force your organization to just be losing all the time, especially when fans are paying money to watch basketball games, they should only be given a 2-year window. And if they can't try to improve the team, that person needs to resign. That's one of the ways to make the league better. That's what I'm going to say. That's one of the ways to make the league better. Holding ownership accountable. I mean, the funny thing is, I've even heard some people saying that the Knicks are going to make a run to the finals. I said, no way. Everything has to fall in place for the Knicks to even make a run for the NBA championship, for a run at the finals. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, if you're the Lakers, Kuz has to continue to feed since the Knicks have made a conscious effort of making sure that Drummond and AD don't have an imprint on this game. But AD has 12 points, so he found a way to get his. Still, I'm expecting AD to probably get 25, 26 points today. He might get more in the second half, who knows? But I'm looking at 26 points for AD. Once again, it is 30, 50. I said 30. I was about to say both team records. No, I meant to say 56-55 at the half. Knicks lead the Lakers by 1. All right, so once again, for those who don't know, LeBron James is going to be playing tomorrow against the Houston Rockets. He is not playing tonight against the New York Knicks. Let's see if it reloads again. Looks like it really didn't reload again. Interesting. Let's click here to see what happens. So they're showing the first half between the Suns and the Warriors. The Suns were up by 8 at the half, 66-58. I'm wondering what the score is right now. So let me see how much Curry has. Oh, actually, Phoenix is up by 7 in the third quarter with 6:50 remaining. Let me see. How much does Curry have? He only has 7 points. Curry only has 7 points. So I'm pretty sure he's struggling or he's not taking enough shots. Wiggins has 23, the most on the team, and then Bazemore has 17. He's the only other guy in double figures. So with the Suns, they got Crowder, Paul, and Booker all in double digits. Everybody else doesn't have double digit scoring. Damn, DeAndre Ayton only got 6 points and 5 rebounds? Well, Draymond Green's got 5 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Well, looks like the Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. I had some camera issues that actually ended up forcing my computer to restart.
Can everybody hear me? It looks like everybody can hear me, so it looks like I should be good. It's very perfect to tank. I'm sorry, missing some of the third quarter action because my mic was acting up. Anyway, so we're back to action. Knicks lead 58-56, 11-11 remaining in the third quarter. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share this video. All right, so Drummond is at the free throw line. All right, Anthony Davis puts it up. He misses. Oh, wait, that wasn't Anthony Davis. I think that was Wesley Matthews who put it up, but he missed. Again, my apologies. I'm making sure that it's once again, my mic is working, so it looks like it's good. Right now, it's 50, 58, 57 right now in favor of the New York Knicks. All right, as I say that, we got a three-pointer hit by the Knicks. Julius Randle hits the three. The Knicks are up 4. All right, as I say that, Anthony Davis takes it all the way to the paint. All right, and the Knicks missed the shot, and then the rebound is over to Andre Drummond. All right, and then as we say that, Andre Drummond goes into the paint and he's able to score, and we are tied at 61. All right, Elfrid Payton with the ball. Elfrid Payton crosses over, takes it all the way to the right, goes into the paint. He gets stripped by KCP. KCP gives it over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis in transition puts it up, and does he get the basket? Yes, he's going to get the basket, counted plus the foul, and the Lakers retake the lead. They are up 63-61, and AD's going to have a chance for a three-point play. So AD's got 16 points. What I don't understand is you come on the stream, you say that it's not live when I always do live reactions. This isn't the first time I do this. Then you realize that I put the post before the game started. And you're saying to yourself, I don't really, nobody really cares. Well, you cared enough to comment. So you set yourself up for that. If you didn't care, why did you decide to comment? Because I came across a statement, but you came across it after you came on the stream. Like, come on, man. If you're going to do that, make sure you make sense when you do it. Anyway, the ball goes out of bounds. We have a 65-61 lead. The Knicks are only up a half game on both Atlanta and Miami. Do the Knicks own the tiebreaker over Miami, or does Miami own it over the Knicks? Anyway, RJ Barrett goes into the paint. And he overshoots the layup and he misses. The ball is inbounded to Anthony Davis, and looks like we're going to have a foul on Julius Randle. Well, maybe that's not yeah. Is it on Randle? Yeah, I think it's on Randle. If it is, that's going to be his third foul. There's Derrick Rose, who actually helped the Knicks keep them in the game and then obviously take the lead. All right, so here's Horton Tucker, dumps it over into, and Drummond actually pushed off Noel. But the ball went out of bounds anyway, so the Knicks are going to get the ball back. You see, this is my point. You're showing me that you're not objective. See? That's my you see guys like you prove my point. You're not objective. You're already throwing dudes under the bus and all this kind of stuff. So basically you're setting up narratives. Bullock comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer, and we got a foul on, it looks like it's Horton Tucker as Nerlens set the screen. He tried to run through the screen, but then he gets called for the foul. So it's Miami that owns the tiebreaker over the Knicks? Then they get mad and wonder why he's got haters. Reggie Bullock shoots a three-pointer. Oh, man, but he missed badly. Man, Reggie Bullock is out here just missing and he's not playing well. Horton Tucker takes it all the way to the basket, kicks it out to Drummond. Drummond starts to dribble, starts to float the shot, but he can't hit. He misses the layup. Oh, I shouldn't say the layup. He misses the floater. Rebound is to Randall. Randall shoots the three-pointer with the left, but he can't hit. Nerlens tries to tap it, but it goes into the hands of Wesley Matthews. Horton Tucker with it, dumps it inside to Drummond. Shoots, gives it to Wesley Matthews. Shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Rebound is over to Nerlens Noel. RJ Barrett. I'm sorry, that's Alfred Payton with the dribble. Then gives it to Randall. Randall starts to post, faces a double. That's a tough double right there. He kicks it out. Reggie Bullock with the fake. He's got Drummond on him. Drummond with a hand in his face. Loses the ball. Drummond gives it to Alfred Payton. Oh, Nerlens Noel wanted to shoot the three. Can't give it. Reggie Bullock shoots the three with left, but he can't hit the shot. The Knicks are taking way too long to get into their offense. Lakers on an 8-0 run in the last 2+ minutes. 2 minutes and 40 seconds plus. They give the ball over to Taylor Horton Tucker. Gets a Drummond screen. They give it over to Anthony Davis. Davis shoots the three-pointer. He cannot hit. And the rebound is over to RJ Barrett. RJ crosses over, gets all the way to the basket. Continuation goes up. He can't hit the layup, but he is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. There is Emmanuel Quickley. Remember, the Knicks are also without Emmanuel Quickley and Alex Burks. So they're out of action. So they are not. They're obviously not playing in this game. So there's Emmanuel Quickley as they're showing him. Barrett goes to the free throw line. It looks like he missed the first one, makes the second one. So 65-62 is the score. Yeah, because that's going to hurt the Knicks. If they lose, the Knicks will go to 6, and they'll be top unless they go for 5th and they just top with the Hawks. Anyway, we got a miss layup by Horton Tucker, and then Drummond was not able to recover the ball, so the Knicks will get the ball back. 7:09 in the third quarter, 65-62. It's a low-scoring game, honestly, because usually, well, maybe not that low-scoring, I should say, because there's still a lot of time left. But, usually in today's league, teams are in the a lot of teams are usually, for the most part, in the 70s to 80s at this point. All right, make sure to hit the like button. Here's Randall with the ball. Gives it over to Alfred Payton. Alfred Payton pulls back. Gives it over Julius Randle. Randall with the spin. Randall fakes, and he gets fouled by KCP on the baseline as he tried to spin to the baseline. So Randall's going to go to the free throw line. KCP can't believe the call. And looks like we're going to have ourselves a timeout. So on this timeout with how much time do we got remaining? 6:54 remaining right now in the third quarter. Lakers have a 3-point lead over the New York Knicks by the score of 65-62. Now, who is this nice looking lady? All right, Jay says, Brandon, give Miami blank season series. It will give all-time series, no other words. I'm about to look into it myself. Yep, the Heat own the tiebreaker. Yeah, they went 3-0 against the Knicks this year. The games, well, let me see. The Knicks lost the first one by 6. They lost the game 2 days later in Miami by 2, and then the Heat just beat them recently by the score by 10. Biggest thing for me is that they're in the playoffs. Happy to see them back in the playoffs. Oh wow, my battery's actually about to die. All right, so we should be back in a second. So Booker has 33 through 3 quarters. He has 33 through 3 quarters. So that must be they must be killing the Warriors. That's what that sounds like to me. Golden State is 2.5 behind the Lakers for that 7th spot. But the Warriors are not going to get it though. All right, 6:54 remaining. Julius Randle at the free throw line. Here's his first free throw. Good. 65-63. All right, here's the free throw. It is good. All right, so the score is 65-64. Horton Tucker gives it to AD. AD then gives the ball to KCP. KCP dribbles left. Dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Horton Tucker. They swing it over to Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews, they dump it inside the Drummond. Poor rotation. Shout out to Brandon Rogers. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Appreciate you coming on through, Brandon. Salute. All right, and we have a 67-64 basketball game. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. RJ Barrett gives the ball over to, Randall? Okay. They shoot the jump shot, and he knocks it down, 67-66. Shoot the three-pointer by Wesley Matthews. He misses. Jay, you're fine with me, man. He was the one that brought it up. So that's on him. If he's not going to take account, see, that's funny. A certain somebody that he likes has accountability, but see, he won't even take accountability for that. So that's his fault. Nerlens Noel gets blocked by Andre Drummond. Makes him sit on his behind with that block. Wesley Matthews kicks it out to an open KCP, starts to drive, dribbles with the left hand. He goes up and he draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was good penetration by Reggie Bullock, but good recovery by Andre Drummond on the block. Give him credit. Give him credit. Exactly. And again, big salute to Brandon Rogers, man. Salute. All right, Julius Randle with the ball. Puts the ball on the floor. Decides to take the jump shot. He can't hit. Nice tip in by Nerlens Noel, but they're going to call offensive. They're going to call an offensive foul on the loose ball foul or the push off to get that tip on Nerlens Noel. So the basket will not count, and the Lakers will get the ball back up 3 by the score of 69-66 with 5:21 remaining in the third quarter. So Nerlens Noel will take a seat. I'm wondering if he has 4 fouls. Maybe that's what it was. And Drummond makes the free throw. So the score is now 70-66. Drummond, 14 points, 12 rebounds. Misses the second free throw. So 1 out of 2 for Andre Drummond. All right, Derrick Rose with the ball. Gets the screen from Taj Gibson. Gives the ball to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett gets into the paint. He goes up. He gets blocked, but he gets fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I believe the Lakers are in the penalty with 5:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Like I said, upcoming national TV schedule. We got the Wizards and the Hawks at 7 tomorrow. And then we got the Rockets and Jazz. That's part of a doubleheader at 9:30. All right, so 1 out of 2 for RJ Barrett. Yo, I feel like RJ Barrett, it's typical 1 out of 2 every single time with him. Anyway, Kuzma gives the ball over to KCP, starts to drive to the middle. He can't hit. Offensive rebound by Drummond. Shoots a 3-pointer by Kyle Kuzma, and he drains it. Kuzma with 21 points. And looks like Derrick Rose got hurt on that play. So we got a 73-67 game. Randle with the basketball. If the Knicks lose, it's going to push them to the they have to be 4th or 5th. Julius Randle kicks it out. They give it over to Randle. He shoots a 3-pointer. He can't hit, and the rebound is off to Wesley Matthews. Here's Kuzma, 4:12 remaining in the third quarter. Kuzma dribbles left on the Drummond screen, kicks it out. Wesley shoots a 3-pointer. He can't hit. Taj Gibson with the rebound. Outlet to Derrick Rose. Rose looking, gives it to Randle. Randle gets all the way to the basket. He goes up, misses. Taj Gibson with the tip in on the offensive rebound, and he puts it in. And the score is 70-69. 73-69, excuse me. Kuzma gives the ball over to AD, right back to Kuzma. Kuzma turns around, stops. AD dribbles on the floor, goes over the right, tries to shoot the floater, misses. He can't get the offensive rebound. Here come the Knicks. Derrick Rose with the ball. Derrick Rose. The Knicks got numbers. Rose with a little push shot, and he floats it in. And it's a 2-point game, and we got a timeout by Frank Vogel. So with 3:32 remaining in the third quarter, we have ourselves a 2-point game. If Barrett would have made the free throw, it would have been 73-72, but it is 73-71 as we head to commercial break with 3:32 remaining here in this third quarter. I wouldn't be speaking about emotion. All right, folks. So we are still on commercial break. Knicks versus Lakers here at the Staples Center, right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Score is 73-71. Lakers up by 2. We have 3:32 remaining in this third quarter. Man, so we are back to live action. 73-71. Marcus Gasol back into the game. Gasol gives the ball over to KCP, comes around a Gasol screen, but he loses the ball. Taj Gibson with the outlet pass, gives it over to Reggie Bullock, goes for the layup. It gets blocked, but it's going to be a goaltend. It's going to be a goaltend, so count the basket. Nice heads-up play by KCP. Give him credit on that defensive play, but Taj Gibson with the outlet pass to Reggie Bullock, and then the Knicks have tied the game at 73. A nice heads-up defensive play by KCP. And looks like we're going to have ourselves another timeout, or are they going to look to see if that ball was – I guess they're arguing to see if it hit the glass. You know what? I think I'm going to do myself a little bit of research. That sounds like a good idea right now. All right, so it looks like we took another commercial break. It's going to be 3:13 remaining in the third quarter. Score is tied at 73. Shall I? All right, so we got a jump ball. Oh, so they took away the score, so they call a jump ball. The Lakers win the tip, so it's still a 73-71 game. Here's Anthony Davis with the ball. Anthony Davis starts to spin, spins left, goes up with the shot, air ball. Looks like somebody got a piece of that on the Knicks. Anyway, here's Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose gets a double screen all the way at the top. Derrick Rose goes around a Gibson screen, gives it over to R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett trying to size up Kuzma. They give it over to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, open, gives it over to Randall, decides to take a sidestep three, and he drains it, and the Knicks retake the lead. They are up 74-73. 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. KCP takes it all the way into the paint, and it's stolen by Derrick Rose. Rose tries to lob it, gives it over to Barrett. Barrett takes the shot, and what do we have here? Looks like it might be an offensive foul. The ball's given over to Marcus Saul. Marcus Saul gives it over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis crosses over. Anthony Davis then gives the ball to Marcus Saul. They dump it over. Anthony Davis just loses the basketball, and it's going to be a turnover on the Lakers. All right, so the Knicks get the ball back up one, and then KCP try to gamble. Randall gives it over to Gibson. R.J. Barrett then shoots a three-pointer, but he can't hit. So we have 20 lead changes. We've had 9 ties in this game between the Knicks and the Lakers. KCP with the ball gives it over to Anthony Davis. Over to KCP, comes off the screen. Anthony Davis takes a step back, shoots a jump shot. He can't hit. And Kuzma, the ball goes off of him, and the Knicks will get the ball back. Anthony Davis is settling for a little too many jump shots. All right, here comes Derrick Rose starting to bring the ball up. 129 remaining. Derrick Rose once again with the push shot. A little bit short. Juggle. Who's got the ball? Derrick Rose somehow is able to save it, but I think the ball went he was out of bounds when he saved that ball. So now it's going to be Lakers basketball. All right, here's Horton Tucker gives the ball to Kyle Kuzma. 74-73, 113 remaining in this third quarter. Kuzma goes between the legs, takes a step back. He can't hit. Rebound to Taj Gibson. All right, here's Derrick Rose. Goes through a double screen again. Derrick Rose gets all the way into the paint, being guarded by Marcus Gasol. Marcus Gasol actually playing really good defense, staying with the players. They give the ball over to D Rose once again from Obi Toppin. Derrick Rose goes all the way. He goes and he draws the foul. Man, he looks a little bit hobbled, man, because I could tell he might have hurt himself. Derrick Rose at the free throw line, shoots the free throw, knocks it down. Knicks lead 75-73 with 48.2 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Oh man, so we got somebody pulling off of Kevin Durant in the comment section. I see burners up in here. Anyway, three-pointer shot by Kuzma. He misses. Derrick Rose tries a wow, that was a tough-ass push shot, but he misses. What I can't comprehend is why use a burner account. Anyway, Marcus Gasol passes. Kuzma gets blocked. And the Knicks are going to get the last shot. They're up 76-73. Rose with the ball, tries to pass it, but it gets deflected, so that's a turnover. And looks like we're gonna. Is that a? Do they? Nope. There's gonna be no foul on the play. Ooh, sorry, almost knocked my mic. And that's gonna be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of three, this was a low-scoring quarter. Excuse me. So the Knicks outscore the Lakers in the third quarter by the score of 20-18 as they head into the fourth quarter, taking a 3-point lead by the score of 76-73. You're watching the Knicks versus the Lakers here at the Staples Center on the Lewis Sports Network. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share. Oh, man. All right, folks, the fourth quarter should be starting in just a bit. I actually really like the thumbnail I made. I actually really like it. All right, start of the fourth quarter coming up. All right, so they're speaking to head coach Frank Vogel about what happened pretty much in that third quarter. The Lakers only scored 18 points in that third quarter. The Knicks only scored 20, but the Knicks actually did a really good job defensively. So this, to me, might be the first team to either 90 or 95. This looks like might be the first team to 95 wins the basketball game, unless if both teams really struggle offensively. The Lakers went almost 5 minutes since their last field goal. Anyway, Reggie Bullock gets the ball, shoots a three-pointer. The ball is tapped. Derrick Rose tries to get it, but Marc Gasol is able to get it. Anyway, Horton Tucker with the ball. Horton Tucker kicks it out to an open. Is that Markieff Morris? Yeah, he just checked in. Man, he hasn't played all game, but he misses the three. Here's Derrick Rose, gets a double screen once again at the top. Rose. Oh, that was too strong of a pass by Rose. It had to be a little bit softer. That's on Rose, so that's a turnover on him. Got to be better passes than that, man. 76-73. No AD, no Drummond. Right now, they're starting out sitting in the fourth quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. They give it to Kuzma. They give it over to Marc Gasol. Swing it over to Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris posting up Obi Toppin, the rookie. Keeps backing him down in the post. Takes a turnaround jump shot. He cannot hit. Took a tough angle on that, so he wasn't going to be able to hit that one, so he missed. All right, Derrick Rose with the ball, right side of the court. Crosses over, faces the double. They give it to Gibson. Gibson gets good position, turns around in the paint. He's able to shoot, and he gets fouled. So he's gonna go to the free throw line to shoot too. So that was a better pass by Derrick Rose, recognizing that Gibson had the mismatch. Gibson got himself in great position, and then he was able to draw the foul to go to the free throw line. Wow, Michael Porter Jr. had 30 points. So did Jokic, and went to the line 17 times and knocked in 16 of his 30 points at the free throw line. Gibson knocks down the first free throw, so the Knicks now lead 77-73. And Gibson makes both free throws, so it is a 78-73 New York Knicks lead over the Lakers. Here's Horton Tucker. There's Ben McLemore. Horton Tucker trying to give the ball to McLemore. Then he gets it, dribbles left, takes the pull-up jump shot, and he's able to drain it. 3-point game, 78-75. Rose with the ball, gives it over to Gibson. Gibson passes it over to Ntilikina, gives it back to Bullock, gives it right back to Rose. Rose trying to get open on the screen. Good switching by the Lakers. Goes off of Rose's foot. Another turnover by Derrick Rose. And then a turnover right back by Horton Tucker trying to lob it into Ben McLemore. So that's another turnover by the Lakers. So 9:57 remaining, tuning in, 78-75. Knicks with 7 turnovers, Lakers with 14. But the Knicks have given up more points off turnovers from theirs than compared to the Lakers with the Knicks. So the Knicks have not taken advantage of their points off turnovers. So Derrick Rose, I think, lost the ball out of bounds, so he got fouled. So he got fouled. So Derrick Rose is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. He's played very well. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. It's just if he hadn't turned the ball over 3 times, the Knicks would have only had 4. But they are under 10, though, which just shows you that the Knicks actually take very good care of the basketball. Rose hits both free throws, so the score is now 80-75. So they turn it over in transition. They give it to Ntilikina for the three-pointer, but he can't hit, and the rebound is over to Taylor Horton Tucker. All right, Horton Tucker tried to go the up and under, loses the ball, gets the ball back to Wesley Matthews, but he misses the 3. The ball is short, and the rebound is off to Taj Gibson. They give it the ball to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose coming up. They give it the ball. Obi Toppin fakes it, but he has to fake it or give it back out to Ntilikina. They give it over to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose gives it over to Ntilikina. Nice pass inside the tops. Gibson for the dunk, and the Knicks take a 7-point lead. And we have a timeout by Frank Vogel. Miscommunication on the breakdown defensively by the Lakers, and Frank Vogel has to take a timeout. Good passing, 1-2 pass. That was a triangle type play right there. 8:48 remaining in this game. The Knicks lead the Lakers by 7, 82-75 as we head over the commercial break. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe. All right, G Money says Frank has played well. Yeah, Frank looks a lot more confident, has played well tonight. Yeah, I mean, Taj has always been known as a hustler, man. I mean, Taj Gibson, he plays hard. He's always been known as a guy who's going to give you his best every single time he steps on the floor. So, I respect the fact that Taj is there. And like I said, I like the Rose and Taj combination. They know each other well from their early days in Chicago. The Warriors took a 4-point lead. I see Taco Bell came up with a new nice little nacho party pack out here. Oh, so they even doing delivery. That's nice. Okay, folks, so we're back at Staples Center. 8:48 remaining in this fourth quarter for the game. Right now, it is 82-75 in favor of the New York Knicks. Anthony Davis being point guard out here. Knicks' largest lead tonight of 7. Ball from AD given to Kuzma. Then they give the ball over to KC. Was that KCP? No, Ben McLemore got the give and go, but he missed the 3-pointer. And the ball is given off to Julius Randle. All right, Randle once again gets double teamed. They kick it out to Gibson. Ntilikina loses the ball a little bit, decides to take a step back 3, but that ball was short. And the rebound is off to Anthony Davis. We got a player down for the Lakers. They give the ball to Kuzma. Then they give the ball to Marc Gasol. Over to Kuzma. They swing it. The 3-pointer shot. Oh, but man, that was a terrible shot by KCP, man. Whew. Julius Randle with the ball. They give it over to Derrick Rose. Rose gives it over to Reggie Bullock. Derrick Rose comes off the screen. Derrick Rose kicks it out to an open Ntilikina, sets his feet, steps back, shoots a 3-pointer, drains it. And the Knicks are up by 10, 85-75. 7:32 remaining in this game. Here's Kyle Kuzma with the ball, being guarded by Derrick Rose. Kyle Kuzma gives it over to AD. Then they give it over to Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol dribbles left. Gives it over to Kyle Kuzma. Comes off. Kuzma with a sidestep, and he's able to get into the paint, and he's able to score. 85-77 is the score. Reaching the 7-minute mark. Rose with the ball. Smash it, like, hit that, subscribe. Rose gets a screen from Taj Gibson. Rose gets open, gets into the paint, shoots a jump shot off the glass, can't hit. Offensive rebound, Gibson, but he pushes off for the offensive foul, and the Lakers will get the ball back. So that's a loose ball foul on Taj Gibson. For some reason, Gibson's talking it over to Randall, but I guess it's not mattering. All right, KCP brings the ball up slowly, then tries to speed it up a little bit. They give the ball to Anthony Davis, being guarded by Randall on the left side. Goes to the face-up. Dribbles a little bit, gives it to Kuzma. Starts to dribble left. He gets switched on by Randall. Kuzma putting the ball between his legs. Kuzma continues. Goes into the paint with the slow runner. Can't hit, but he gets the ball back with the offensive rebound. Knicks don't box out. Kuzma has he moved. Tries to lob it. They swing it. Open McLemore shoots a three-pointer, and he gets the bounce. And it is a 5-point game, 85-80. Lakers within 5. Knicks got to score here. Another double screen at the top. Rose kicks it out to Randall. Randall fakes it. Davis up on him. Decides to take a step back three. Ooh, but it spins out for Randall. And heads-up defensive play by Julius Randle. Didn't give up on the play. Anthony Davis had a clear, easy 2 points, and Randle said no. All right, so looks like Notice Noel just came back in. All right, Kuzma with the ball. Kuzma gives it over to Drummond. Drummond loses the ball, and he travels before he makes his move into the paint. All right, Derrick Rose with the penetration. They give it to Randall on the left side. Tries to spin. Takes a tough turnaround jump shot over KCP right in his face, and he knocks it down. The Knicks go back up by 7. And I noticed this from Randall. Like, Randall could struggle throughout a game, but lately he's been hitting some big baskets. So got to give it up for Randall, man. Steps up on money time. Anyway, Anthony Davis, Drummond was play very aggressively, so the Knicks started to get more physical with them, and then a foul was called. Randall goes, takes a tough turnaround, man. Arced that ball really high over KCP. And he said, he's saying that he's going, this is my time. That's what he's saying. This is my time. We got 5:22 remaining in this fourth quarter. Kyle Kuzma's going to take a seat. Ben McLemore's going to take a seat. Looks like they're going back with the starters. Well, I don't see Caruso. Anyway, they let Horton Tucker get all the way to the rim, and he's able to score 87-82. Derrick Rose with the ball. They give it over to Randall. Takes a spin. Takes a tough jump shot. No, that's not a good shot by Randall. That was not a good shot. Anyway, he misses the ball. Misses the shot, excuse me. And Taylor Horton Tucker has it. Gives it over to Anthony Davis. AD gives it over to Taylor Horton Tucker. Gets into the paint. Tries to spin. Can't find anybody. Triple teamed inside. They give it over to Drummond. Lobs it inside to Anthony Davis, and he's able to dunk the basketball. It is a 3-point game. And looks like we're going to have ourselves a timeout with 4:34 remaining. So 4:34 remaining, 87-84 is the score between the Knicks and the Lakers. I see CB and Jay have been going at it in the comment section. So the Warriors beat the Phoenix Suns by 6 points. Really? Let me just check the score up top. Wait a minute. Why does that say? Oh, that's right, because the Lakers are in a back-to-back, and it's a new day. Let's check all scores. No, that's upcoming. I don't need. They can't go into yesterday's schedule? There it is. I was looking for the calendar. Now I could go back. Okay, our game is 87-84. Golden State won 122-116, and I bet Steph Curry was not really that impactful in this game because he had, through the third quarter, at one point, he had 7 points. Well, he ended up scoring 21. Oh, that's why. Wiggins went off for 38 points. Oh. And Jordan Poole gave them 20 off the bench. Oh. Warriors get 32 points off their bench, while the Suns only give them 24. That's because most of the scoring. Oh, see, but DeAndre Ayton, 8 points. Nah, that's not good enough. Miles Bridges, 6 points, not good enough. So it was Jay Crowder, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker. Devin Booker had the most for the Suns with 34. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's not good enough if you're Phoenix, which is why I don't got them going far. Well, that's another reason why I feel like the Knicks are not really going to go as far because we struggle in pretty much close possession games. That's the problem. And you know how it is in the playoffs. See, right now it's a one possession game. All right, so we're back to live action. 87-84. 4:26 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Derrick Rose, gets doubled to give the ball to Randall. We're going to have to make timely baskets. Randall with the ball, 6 on the shot clock, fakes, gets up and under, gets it in. He scores. 89-84. Knicks lead by 5. Randall with 2 big baskets here in the fourth quarter. He's got 28.6 rebounds. Knicks lead 89-84. Here's Horton Tucker, gets into the paint. Horton Tucker gives it over to AD. Gets switched over with Derrick Rose with Horton Tucker with the ball, trying to get into the paint. He goes up, and he can't finish. And the rebound is off to Ntilikina. Back up the Knicks. Watch, Derrick Rose needs to watch it. Okay, he saw Horton Tucker at the last minute and was able to, he got to switch with Wesley Matthews. Derrick Rose trying to cross, and the ball was deflected by Wesley Matthews, and the Knicks will keep it with 10 on the shot clock. G-Money says Golden State outscored Phoenix 30-18 in the fourth, and he says the Warriors drew 3 clutch threes in the last few minutes of the game. All right, Reggie Bullock looking, gives it to Rose. 10 on the shot clock for the Knicks. Rose gets a screen, gives it over to Randall. Randall fakes a 3, gets to his spot. They give it to Rose. He's wide open, shoots the 3-pointer, but he can't hit. Offensive rebound by Nerlens Noel. Oh, there was no push-off? Oh, the ball gets stolen by KCP, and they don't call a foul. Anthony Davis with the lob. Good job by Derrick Rose deflecting the ball out of bounds right there. Chicago native to Chicago native right there. Could you imagine Rose and AD in their prime playing together? That'd be crazy. Well, it would have been crazy if they would have been together. All right, so heads up play by Derrick Rose. Great defensive play. Did not give up on the play. So it looks like we got ourselves a timeout with 3:17 remaining. The Knicks lead by 5 by the score of 89-84 over the Lakers. As we take up, once again, we go back on commercial break. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share. The Lakers will have 18 on the shot clock when we return. It's been a really physical game. It's been a really physical game. I think that's one of the reasons why both teams have had a hard time trying to grab leads on one another. There's been moments where the defense has been good, and like I said, it's 89-84. You know, I said that this game, it's coming down to right now in the second half of which team is going to get first to 90 to 95 points. Whoever does that is going to win this basketball game, because it was 56-55, a pretty solid scoring first half, both teams in the 50s, both teams shooting well, but in the second half, it's been much harder to score points. So just a quick reminder, the NBA playoffs begin on May 22nd. That's 10 days from now. Oh, that ball went off of Anthony Davis. Rose was able to get in there. Okay, so New York gets the basketball. All right, so 3:16 remaining. The call was overturned. The Knicks get the ball back. Here's Derrick Rose. Oh, that was a tough pass right there. Julius Randle with the ball. Starts to dribble between his legs. Oh, my goodness. Randle, stop over-dribbling, dog. Derrick Rose loses the ball. Has to shoot it late in the shot. See, that's the problem with the Knicks. When they over-dribble, they waste the possession. That was a wasted possession right there by the Knicks. Give the Lakers credit on the defensive end, though. All right, Taylor Horton-Tucker with the ball. Horton-Tucker looking. Gives it over to Anthony Davis. 5-point game. Knicks lead by 5. Gets a switch. They give it over. Who shoots the three and drains it? It looks like it's Wesley Matthews, and it's a 2-point game for the Los Angeles Lakers, 89-87. Rose with the ball. The Knicks are 2-8 in games decided by 3 points or less, which part of it, that possession that you just saw was a microcosm. Randle shoots a jump shot. He can't hit. See, that was a terrible shot. Terrible shot. There's no ball movement. Trying to do it with isolation plays. It's not going to get it done. Here's Horton-Tucker. Horton-Tucker gets to the spot. They go inside. Beautiful passing by the Lakers in the paint. And Andre Drummond is able to tie the game. See, that's the difference between the Lakers and the Knicks. If you look at the Lakers, they did a great job of moving the ball, and they got some really nice interior passing to get an easier shot. Rose and Randle are over-dribbling, and it's taking a much harder time for us to get into our offense. We need to move. Rose trying to penetrate. Rose gets into the lane, and he hits a tough floater to give the Knicks a 2-point lead. See, if the Knicks can win this game, this will give them a lot of confidence. We got 1:36 remaining. Big shot by Derrick Rose right there in the paint. Yeah, see, look, nice passing right there. So Horton-Tucker passes it to KCP and then feeds it inside the Drummond. That was nice passing by the Lakers. And Rose hit a tough floater. Wesley Matthews got lucky. He got away with a foul right there. All right, so the Lakers get the ball. Here's Horton-Tucker. All right. Being guarded by Reggie Bullock. Gets a brush screen by Anthony Davis. They dump it, and that is going to be a turnover off the feet of Andre Drummond. The New York Knicks will get the ball back. Yeah, that ball was clearly off the feet. That was just poorly placed by Horton-Tucker on the bounce pass, and he's going to take a seat. 1:20 remaining. The Lakers with 17 turnovers, but the Knicks have not been able to capitalize on their points off turnovers. The Knicks only have 3. In the 8 turnovers, the Lakers have 16 points. Rose shoots a jump shot. That is a tough shot. And Randall tried to dunk the ball off the offensive rebound, but to no avail. Here's Davis. Gives it over to Kuzma. Kuzma fakes the three. Kicks it out the KCP. They give it to AD with a chance to tie the game. Being guarded by Noel. Wow, so we had two bumps. So we had Noel gets bumped and then AD gets bumped. The Lakers will win. Are you saying this game? Wait a minute. Where did AD get hit? I don't know. I feel like that was two flops in one, if you ask me. Unless if AD really did push over, and I don't know. I feel like both guys flopped at one time, back and forth. Maybe AD did get hit in the face. I don't know, but I couldn't tell on that replay. Anyway, 51 seconds remaining. The Knicks with a 2-point lead. So with 51 seconds, we take another commercial break. Lakers are down by 2 to the Knicks, 91-89. So let's see what happens. I don't like the possessions that the Knicks had. I know Randall hit the two shots, but those were some tough shots he hit. Thibodeau's going to have to figure out how the Knicks execute better when the possessions are much more tighter. They really have to understand half-court execution down the stretch. I hate the fact that Rose and Randall, they over-dribble the ball way too much. Well, G Money, the penetration has been a little bit difficult because of the wall that the Lakers are kind of building. But I just don't like the fact that the problem also is that the Knicks, they're kind of standing around and they're watching Rose and Randall dribble the basketball. They need to move themselves. So there needs to be more motion in our offense. If we start to move a lot better, you can start to see some gaps in the defense. But that all usually predicates when you're moving yourselves. When you're just ball watching, you give the defense, make it easier. All right, possession. All right, Wesley Matthews gives the ball to Anthony Davis. Davis being guarded by Randall. That's the matchup. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Anthony Davis takes one step back, shoots a jump shot. He misses, and the rebound is to Julius Randle. 34 seconds remaining. And the Knicks are going to take a timeout with 31.2 seconds remaining. All right, so the Knicks right now take a timeout. They have the ball, 31.2 seconds remaining. The key is going to be how they do on these possessions, right? On this possession right here. Make or miss, it's got to be a good shot. I've seen AD knock that shot. You know what's funny? That elbow jumper that AD knocked down where he took that step back on that one dribble, he actually hit a shot like that against Andre Drummond. That was back when AD had his career high of 59 points at the time. I think so I'm wondering if the Knicks are going to go with a 1-4 set where they clear out the paint. But I don't want Randall going one-on-one though. But they're probably going to put the ball in his hands. Who did he hit the shot to really ice the game? Was it on Kawhi Leonard or was it on Paul George? Had to be one of those two guys on Sunday. All right, man. So the ball's inbounded to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose gets doubled. They give it over to Randall. 7 on the shot clock. Starts a dribble. Takes it to AD. He tries to dribble around. Randall can't find anybody. 2 seconds remaining. Stops. He can't. And they don't get the shot off. No, they just get it off. And they miss. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They don't get the shot off. 13.3 seconds remaining. And I think the Lakers are going to take a timeout. That was great defense by Drummond and Anthony Davis. Yeah, Reggie didn't even get the shot off. The Knicks took time off the clock, but they couldn't get a good shot. Again, that was another horrible possession. Yeah, if you look at that possession, Drummond showed and then recovered, went to go back to help. Yeah, which is what I'm saying, because what doesn't make any sense is that's why I asked him that question. You think about that. I said, if let's say that the Lakers don't have Anthony Davis, but the Nets are at full strength. If they beat a LeBron-led team, are we going to count that? Did the Nets beat the Lakers at full strength? They didn't, because Anthony Davis wasn't there. If LeBron ends up not playing and the Nets at full strength beat the Lakers team, are we going to count that championship? Because they're going to beat a LeBron-less led team. But it counts if you beat a team that does not have Kyrie Irving in it, but because it has James Harden and Kevin Durant, because, they could get into the finals. And I'm not talking about getting to the finals. I'm talking about winning a championship. I said, when you win a championship, you need your players. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about first round, second round, conference finals, getting to the finals. That's not what I'm saying. Because by the sound of it, CB, you're banking on Kyrie Irving being the screw up to the Nets not winning the title. And the biggest thing is their health. Anthony Davis, they give it over to KCP for 3. He can't hit. 3 seconds remaining. And the Lakers just tied the game with 3.1 remaining. It looks like Wesley Matthews. Oh, no, those examples are good. You're just not answering the question. The game is tied at 91. Wesley Matthews puts in the tip to tie the game at 91. I will say this, CB. The Lakers have a shot to win this game if they go into overtime, which I think possibly might happen unless the Knicks pull off some miracle. And this is on the Knicks. This ain't even on the Lakers, because you have possessions to win this game, and you decided again to try to go ISO. Really didn't run any plays. Again, give the Lakers defense a lot of credit, but I just didn't like the fact that they tried to go one-on-one. This is why the Knicks eventually, they're going to have to really start to move the basketball. So that was a big clutch and tip in by Wesley Matthews to get that. All right, Knicks with the ball, 3.1 remaining. Do the Knicks win it, or we go to overtime? Here's the possession. Obi looking. They give it to Randall. Randall gets free, goes around Anthony Davis, puts up the shot, and he misses the shot, and we are going to overtime. Randall hit it too strong off there, man. Okay, but you're not answering my question. I'm not talking about get to the finals without Kyrie. I said winning the championship. I didn't say get to the finals without Kyrie. You keep going back to that. I said win the championship with your best players. I'm not talking about that example. Oh, wait, does AD have cramps? Or that's just LeBron massaging his leg? I don't know. But like I said before, I don't think the Nets are going to make the NBA Finals. I have a feeling they don't. The only way that they get there is I said fully healthy, because like I said, that they may be the most talented team, but I feel like the matchup for them is the Philadelphia 76ers, but the Sixers are going to have to prove it to me in the playoffs, though. Regular season looks nice and all, but they have to prove it in the playoffs. If they can prove it in the playoffs, I feel like they have a shot to beat the Nets, because the Sixers do give them problems. Besides, I also look at it this way. Even if the Nets do get to the finals with KD and James Harden, there's going to be a narrative to it anyway. You have to also remember, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are the two most hated guys in the NBA when it comes to the mainstream media. So there's always going to be a narrative put on them, even if they get to the finals without Kyrie Irving. Who's really going to give them that credit? LeBron fanboys aren't going to do it. So I don't expect nothing less, because there's going to be a narrative. There's going to be a narrative regardless. Anyway, the Lakers get the opening tip as we got a beach volleyball getting knocked back and forth. Knicks 3-1 in overtime. Lakers 4-1 in overtime. But like I said, that's when the Knicks are able to pull away. When the games are closest up, Anthony Davis takes a step back and he cannot hit. Offensive rebound, Drummond tries to pass it, gets it. Horton Tucker shoots the open three-pointer. He drains it. And the Lakers take a 3-point lead. They lead 94-91. All right, here's Derrick Rose with the ball. Derrick Rose with the crossover. Kicks it out to Randall. Randall fakes a three. Goes all the way to the basket. Kicks it out to Bullock. Fakes a three. Shoots the two. And he drains it. All right, smart shot. That was a nice shot by Reggie Bullock. He's going to have to step up. The score is 94-93. It's a 1-point game. Anthony Davis sets the screen. Taylor Horton Tucker then gives it to Anthony Davis. Davis shoots the elbow jumper. He can't hit. AD is struggling right now in this in the fourth quarter and now into OT. Derrick Rose shoots the jump shot. Nah, see that, yeah, and then that's that was actually a foul. He got away with one right there. I said winning the championship, and you're still talking about getting to the finals. 24-second violation. That's what I said. The Nets have the expectations when KD and Kyrie sign fully healthy, and then James Harden forced himself out of Houston, so they were expected to win. That, again, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about winning the championship. And you keep telling me the same thing about getting to the finals. I said winning the championship. RJ Barrett shoots a three-pointer. He misses. Rebound is off to Drummond. That would have gave the Knicks the lead, but they're going to have to settle for a 1-point game right now, down by 1. Horton Tucker gives it to Anthony Davis. And they give it over to Kuzma, but he can't hit the three, and the rebound is off to Taj Gibson. He gives the ball to Julius Randle. All right, they give it to Randall. Bullies down, tries to get into the paint. He can't. He misses the layup. Oh man, that's a tough. That should be a foul. Yeah, that's a foul on Reggie Bullock as Horton Tucker goes into the paint, and he is going to. He should be going to the free throw line. Are they going to call a flag? I don't. Is that a flagrant or nah? I don't think it's going to be a flagrant. It's probably just going to be known as a good foul. All right, AD gives the ball to Horton Tucker. 1 point game, 94-93. AD gets into the paint, goes up for the layup, and he kisses it off the glass and he scores 96-93. All right, so timeout Knicks with 2:23 remaining. So we got a timeout with 2:28 remaining. 2:28. Oh wow, I left the scoreboard up here too long for the game that I was supposed to be doing, which is obviously the Knicks and Lakers. We got ourselves a good game in overtime right now. 2:23. 96-93. Knicks are down by 3. CB says with Harden, Kyrie, and Durant, they are expected to win the championship. Without Kyrie, they are expected to get to the finals. And then Jay comes back and says, you set the premise for the Nets versus Lakers, but focus on games before the finals. All right, so the ball's given to Randall. Randall takes it into the paint, kicks it out to RJ Barrett, gives it over to oh man, Derrick Rose couldn't finish that. Damn, good battle by both guys, man, between AD and Derrick Rose. You got the Clippers winning the West. I hate to break it to you, but the Clippers aren't coming out the West. With the way that Ty Lue was using Rajon Rondo, Gavin Lux went deep. Nice. The Dodgers were down 4-1 to Seattle, right? Wait, the Dodgers went up? Oh, okay, nice. Shout out to your Dodgers, Steven. That's dope. I'm doing the Angels and the Astros tomorrow. All right. Anthony Davis gets the ball. Derrick Rose steals the tip. Reggie Bullock shoots a 3-pointer. And that's not going to count. So that's going to turn over, and the Lakers will get possession. Oh, that's why Derrick Rose didn't even jump. That's why they didn't count it. And Anthony Davis won that tip easy, and Derrick Rose waited till he tapped it. I got a feeling he's going to flip-flop. Horton Tucker with the ball, takes it all the way to the basket. He goes into the paint, misses, and looks like we got ourselves a foul as Drummond tried to go on the offensive rebound and dunk it. With a win, the Lakers will be 1 game back of the Mavericks for the sixth playoff spot, for the sixth spot in the West. Horton Tucker gets fouled. Here he is at the free throw line, makes the first, 97-93. Steven says, then they had 2 runners on there, then bomb. Also, they were down 4-3. The Utah Jazz, they're not going far. Just a regular season team. And Donovan Mitchell's out injured. Horton Tucker makes both free throws, and the Knicks are down 5. If the Knicks lose this game, their fourth quarter execution is going to be the reason why they lost this game. Again, give the Lakers defense a lot of credit, but I'm telling you, Randall fakes a 3, kicks it out to Derrick Rose, shoots the 3-pointer, and wow, he drained it. That's a big shot. It's a 2-point game again. Nah, don't flip-flop, because then that means you're not confident in your pick if you're going to flip-flop. You got to be confident in your pick. Horton Tucker, looks like we got ourselves an offensive foul. It's going to go on Horton Tucker. No. The only reason that I want the Knicks to win is just to make sure that they maintain that 4 spot. The problem is if we go to 6, we lose the tie. We already lost a tiebreaker. And the thing is, we face Milwaukee in the first round, and that's not a good matchup for us, even though we beat them already in the regular season. Playoffs are different. Randall gets into the paint. Reggie Bullock kicks it out to Randall. To RJ Barrett. 2-point game. Randall for the lead. He got it. Julius Randle gives the Knicks a 1-point lead on a 3. Rose and Randall back-to-back threes. 1:10 remaining. Timeout, Los Angeles. What a tough 3. And hit it in AD's face with that shot. And the Knicks go back up by 1. That is a big-time shot by Randall. I think that's Randall's 30. How many points does Randall have? I think he's in the 30s. I want to say 31 points. Let me check the box score. Yep, that was his 31st point. Rose has got 27 off the bench, 35, 44, 49 points by the Knicks bench. That means 50 by the starters. And no starters in double figures in the starting lineup. Randall's the only one in the starting lineup. Right now, Rose and Randall are doing a carry job. They have 58 of the team's 99 points. They got 59% of the team's points. Wait, the Clippers are 3rd. Like I said, I think that the play-in is the best thing for the Lakers because it gives them more time in terms of their chemistry. I just think that if they try to get that 6th spot, what happens is now the Lakers have to go through the Clippers in the first round and the 3 versus 6. There's really no home court advantage because that's Laker town anyway. So it's going to feel like a home game every time. All right, Horton Tucker loses the basketball. Rose saves it. 59 seconds remaining. Can the Knicks capitalize here, though? That's the thing. Randall with the ball. He got pushed. And then Thibodeau's going to call himself a timeout. Then Horton Tucker just lost that one, man. By the way, Tomoko, did you see the comment that I put on your video? It was really good, by the way. I don't know if this is going 7 games, though. Make sure to hit the like button. I don't know, man. I don't think that series is going 7 games. Karam, why am I not getting hype? Because we still got game to play. As Kobe Bryant once said, job's not finished. I'll get hype when I know we win the game. like I said, when I make picks, I'm confident in my picks, even if I'm wrong. I stick to it. I don't flip flop. I'm gonna say I said it already a million times. The Lakers are winning the NBA title. Derrick Rose with the ball, gives it over to Randall. Randall gets doubled, loses the ball, and he traveled. Yo, Randall's got to stop getting himself in these double teams, man. He's got to do a better job of when that double comes, man. He's got to kick that ball quick. Good Laker defense. AD and Wesley Matthews all over him. Couldn't find anybody. All right, the Lakers down by 1, 25 seconds remaining. Horton Tucker goes around the screen, shoots the shot for the lead. He got it. He got it. The Knicks are down. The Knicks are down by 2. Horton Tucker hits a 3. Yeah, the Warriors won. Wiggins went off for 38. Rose goes up for the tie. And do we have a foul with 11.7 seconds remaining? Taylor Horton Tucker with the 3. What? All right, the ball's given to Rose. Down by 2. 9 seconds remaining. Rose gets into the paint. Can't find anybody. They give it over to Barrett. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. They can't find anybody. Barrett has to shoot the shot. And they don't get it off. And the Lakers win. The Lakers win in overtime. Taylor Horton Tucker is the hero. They win 101-99 over the New York Knicks. And they remain 1 game behind for the 6th playoff spot in the Western Conference. This is a bad loss for the Knicks because now we are in a 3-way tie for 4th. And the thing is, Miami already owns the tiebreaker. So I think we're 5th. I think the Knicks this was a great game, though. This was a great game, but that's a tough loss right there. So I think the Lakers, they sweep the season series over the Knicks. They're down 1 game for that 6th spot. If they get the 6th spot, they avoid the play-in. We lost this game with poor execution. Poor execution. All right, so the Lakers win 101-99. CB says Utah versus Clippers, Lakers in the conference finals. Winner is Clip or LA. Who do you guys got? Like I said, the Lakers are coming out the West. Doesn't matter who the Lakers are playing. I got them coming out the West. Lakers out the West, Lakers to win the title. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. They're going to win the title. And like I said, with everything that LeBron has been through, they're going to set it up, and he's going to get that 5th. Utah Jazz, they don't mean anything to me because they're just a regular season team. They have to prove it in the playoffs. The Phoenix Suns, with some of the losses that they've had recently, they just lost to a Golden State team that really has nothing out there other than Steph Curry and Draymond Green. They're just a regular season team. They got to prove it in the playoffs, and they have championship aspirations. I don't believe in the Suns. I don't believe in the Clippers. I don't believe in the Jazz. And if you're telling me the Portland Trailblazers, I sure as hell don't believe in that team. So, yeah, until otherwise, I got the Lakers coming out the West, and I'm sticking, and I got them winning the NBA title. The Knicks made it tough on AD, 20 points on 23 shots, but the Lakers got the win. Taylor Horton Tucker, huge plays down the stretch. Huge plays. They had to fight for that. Like DeMar DeRozan said on JJ Redick's podcast, no one can beat LeBron in a 4-game. Well, here's the thing. Well, Steven, here's the thing with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is not your best player on a championship team. So I can understand why he would say that, but he's not your best player on a championship team. There's a reason why LeBron owned the Toronto Raptors in the 3 years in a row that him and Kyle Lowry faced them. It's because they didn't have a real legit they didn't have a number one. They didn't have a number one. And DeRozan, he tends to fold when he faces LeBron. He feels he's mentally defeated. I said it was a different story when Kawhi Leonard came to the Raptors. Kyle Lowry played more confidently, and it was different because they actually had a legit number one guy in Kawhi Leonard as compared to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan does not consistently take three-point shots, and I said DeMar DeRozan benefits his mid-range shooting benefits on a team that likes to shoot threes, so that when they take away the three-point shot, you still have the mid-range game. So now with this loss, the Knicks are in a three-way tie. The Mavs are not a good defensive team. Denver, they listen, they don't have Monte Morris, Will Barton, and they lost Jamal Murray for the year. That's the problem. No, it's pretty simple. LeBron is, first of all, they didn't have an answer for LeBron. The Toronto Raptors did not have an answer for LeBron. And with DeMar DeRozan loses confidence, and like I said, he mentally gets taken out of playoff games. The Blazers' problem is their backcourt. And it's also their head coach. That's why they're never going to go anywhere. This is the same DeRozan that be wearing freaking Kobe's, man. He wears a pair of Kobe's and talks about Mamba mentality, but then always gets scared when he goes up against LeBron. That's why I said he needs to take them shoes off. You're not a confident player, bro. And even with San Antonio, Popovich realized, they're like, well, DeRozan, he could play better. DeRozan's game has been the same even with the San Antonio Spurs and in the system. When it comes to the playoffs, when the games are tight, DeRozan just freezes up. Well, even with that, Kawhi Leonard doesn't look healthy to me. I mean, he's dealing with a foot injury, and like I said, I don't trust Paul George. And Tyronn Lue is not using Rondo the right way. They still have Serge Ibaka out. With the back injury. Jamal Murray's not coming back. He's out with that ACL injury. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful night with this game. Knicks lose a tough one by 2 points, by the score of 101-99 in a highly hard-fought, contested game between the two teams. So from the Lewis Sports Network, again, it's all basketball talk, nothing personal. Everybody have a wonderful night. I'll be back with Angels and Astros tomorrow on baseball. You guys have a wonderful night. Make sure to like the video, share. Appreciate you guys as always. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Chat together, stream together, family for life. Have a wonderful night, and I am gone. Take care.
Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!